all our viewers of Ndejje University TV. My name is Paul Makakayongo, the finance manager of Ndejje University. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. Thank you for supporting Ndejje University TV, and may you continue to give us your support.
Come experience education with no boundaries at Ndejje University, where learning is taken beyond the confines of a lecture room. Come experience Ndejje University's Open Distance e-learning ODEL initiative. The program is flexible, reliable, and affordable with an impeccable support system to help you excel in the areas of engineering, health sciences, arts, education, social sciences, business management, basic sciences, and information technology. It will not matter. For more information, kindly visit our website at www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug or call 0392 730 321. Ndejje University. Come experience a holistic approach to learning.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hello there, my name is ANSLEM OJARU, Anak of Ndejje University TV. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2023. Enjoy responsibly. Let's meet in 2023. Merry Christmas!
To everyone, especially my people in Western Uganda, people from Toro region, people from Kamwenge. I greet you all a Merry Christmas.
Ndejje University registers great achievement in the year 2022. Keep safe during the festival season. Country leaders caution Ugandans. President Museveni emphasizes regional integration for prosperity. Uganda win inaugural edition of the East African Tri-Nation T20 Cup. CHAN 2022, Uganda names provision squad. Welcome. This is live at 8. My name is ANSLEM OJARU with the news in details. Thank you, Sarah. Country leaders send message to Ugandans on issues concerning safety during the festival season. Agnes Nabugwawa reports.
Festival season starts in December, where people celebrate the birth of Christ. A lot of activities and happenings take place, including people moving to the villages to celebrate with loved ones. This has prompted the police safety team to send a message to the country citizens to abide by the road safety rules and regulations, since people tend to be overjoyed and behave recklessly. End-of-year festival celebrations in Uganda came pop, rush over drinking and overspending long travels. It is against this that the Uganda Police Force moved around the capital city to inform the citizens to enjoy the festival period safely.
Police Force eyongera okubagaliza amazaalibwa amalungi ne ebikujjuko eby'emirembe bannange mukole bizinesi n'obwegendereza obumenyi bw'amateeka bukyaliyo mubeerenga mwe bennyini ebyokwerinda bitandikira ku mmwe abasaabaze abantu eyo mu paaka mubasaabaze era mubayambeko baleke okubbibwa bannange abatuuze bawano ku batoni mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala okuwagira poliisi naye era nga eno okutambula kwe tuyita kubajjukiza timubeerenga mwerinda obumenyi bw'amateeka tuyite mu nnaku enkulu ez'emirembe omutali butabanguko na mirerembe gyonna mu Uganda Police Force era eyongera obagaliza ebikujjuko ebirungi tubiyitemu tuyingire omwaka nga tukyali balamu abatambula engendo muzitegeke bulungi mu maka mukuuma abaana wano mu kibuga gye mukolera mwekuume batugatta ku bukuumi ffe bwe tubawa.
Religious leaders have also taken the festival season to preach peace, love and unity to the Christians.
As we celebrate Christmas for this year, 2022, I call upon all peace-loving Ugandans, all the leaders in this country, be it political, religious, cultural, and local leaders, to work for peace and promote a just working together. Wherever possible, let us support all those who provide humanitarian aid to the needy, especially the refugees, the children, the sick, and the aged. Let us be a source of light and support for all those who believe and strive to promote dialogue. In celebrating the joy and peace of Christmas, let us remember to comfort the victims of violence against women, which has recently increased in time of the COVID pandemic.
On the other hand, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Honorable Chris Baryomunsi, cautioned the general public to be careful during this festival season to avoid accidents and the conducts of domestic violence.
Victims of gender-based violence, people sometimes overdrink, they take too much alcohol, which results into violence at home and accidents. So we'd like to caution ourselves that yes, while we celebrate, while it's good to reunite with our families and celebrate Christmas and the New Year, but let us prioritize our safety, let us prioritize our health, let's all be cautious so that we can celebrate and enter into the New Year when all of us are alive.
Christmas is the time to celebrate achievements of the year, live friends, families, and it is also time to refresh for the challenges of the next year. Agnes Nabugwao, ANSLEM OJARU, live at 8.
Thank you, Agnes. President Museveni has emphasized the need for regional integration of the East African regions for the prosperity of the country as well as strategic security. Let's take a look.
While meeting the 18 senior army officers who formed the first intake of the National Defense College in Ndejje, President Yoweri Museveni restated the necessity for East African countries to join efforts in consolidating their regional market of over 300 million people. The president added that regional integration will ensure prosperity of the people as well as strategizing on notable security concerns. The Fountain of Honor also noted that this market may not be enough, hence the need for African market, calling for Pan-Africanism, which is one of the pivotal pillars of NRM in addition to patriotism, socio-economic development and democracy. The 18 senior army officers have been undertaking a one-year course on national security and strategic studies at National Defense College in Ndejje. The students' delegation was accompanied by the senior directing staff, Brigadier Stephen Oluka, Brigadier General Kefa Nyangweso, Colonel Edith Nakalema, Professor Lutanga Mlindwa, and the college secretary, Brigadier David Tweheyo, among others. At the time of their study, the student officers had 2 field study tours to several areas of strategic economic importance. On their internal field expedition, the group toured Karuma Hydropower Station, the Rift Valley Oil Graven in Hoima Masindi and Ngoya, Toro Cement Industry, and Progressive Farmers in Soroti, among others. For their external tours, the officers visited Turkey and India. During the question and answer session, President Museveni informed the student officers that the industrialization sector is steadily progressing as necessary prerequisites are being addressed, citing the provision of incentives that include low cost of infrastructure, provision of cheap electricity, and resources which are channeled through the Uganda Development Bank, among others. The president further told the student officers that plans are underway to maintain the roads that are being constructed, including Maram ones, as government takes note of the roads that are beginning to take some defects. The Commander-in-Chief and his guests also discussed a wide range of issues of national importance as well as those of regional and international interests. This was climaxed with a vote of thanks passed by Kano Mawa Muhindo, who commended President Museveni for the establishment of the college, adding that they have learnt a lot from this course. He finally thanked the president for hosting them and on behalf of the students' delegation wished him a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Frank Senabulia, live at 8.
That the National Defense College, Uganda,
Thank you, Frank. Uganda's cricket national team, the Cricket Cranes, beat both Tanzania and Rwanda to finish top at the East African Tri-Nation T20 Cup in Rwanda. Let's take a look.
Simon Sesars struck a century off 58 balls not out as Uganda beat Tanzania by 7 runs in the inaugural edition of the East Africa Tri-Nation T20 Cup held on Thursday afternoon at the Gahanga International Stadium in Kigali, Rwanda. The Cranes launched their innings on a high as Roger Mukasa picked a 6 off Ali Mpeka's opening howl to set the ground and pace for his teammates. The right-arm medium bowler would later stabilize to sabotage an opening duo of Simon Sesars and Roger Mukasa, limiting them to 13 runs in the first over. Mukasa then returned to pick another 6 in the second over before he was bowled out by Tanzania's Salum Jumbe to introduce Kenneth Waiswa, who didn't last long on the wicket. Sesars stood out for the Lawrence Mahetlan coach side, posting 100 runs to make him a record setter for Uganda in a T20I match. He has been a remarkable element on the Cricket Cranes squad, putting up outstanding performances at different stages on the continent and more recently at the T20 Africa Cup in South Africa.
I'm very happy to be the first Ugandan to reach 1,000 runs in a T20I and to also do the same record of first Ugandan to score 100 century in a T20 International. It has been a very good year for me. 4 centuries, 2 centuries in a T20 and 2 centuries in a 50 over games. I'm very happy to be one of the first to do that in the whole country, and I believe I'll still do more. This is not the end. It's just a continuation of what I'm yet to do later on in the years to come. It's not pressure. This is what I have to do. Okay. You know, this is what I was brought to do, and I believe it's not all about pressure to perform. Or I've been performing recently. Almost 3 to 4 years back, I've been performing. So it's not about pressure. It's about what I can do best, and I believe today I've really pulled out my best.
In the same match, Bilal Hassan picked 3 wickets to place him among the best bowlers of the day, alongside Kenneth Waiswa, who picked 2 wickets.
The plan was simple. They put us under pressure early on, so they played well. First, the power play, they executed very well. So they were in a match-winning position. So, as our plan, we have to keep it simple. That's what we thought in the ground. We did it, so we got good results.
Having lost only 1 game to Tanzania, the result means Uganda win the inaugural edition of the East Africa Tri-Nation T20 tournament with 2 matches to spare at 17 points and runner-up Tanzania at 13 points. Ali Sharon Kiranda, live at 8.
The Uganda Cranes started preparation for the 2022 African Nations Championship with a morning session at Lugogo. Let's take a look.
The Uganda Cranes started preparations for the 2022 African Nations Championship with a morning training session at Lugogo on Wednesday. A host of players summoned were in attendance by the Vipers Soccer Club duo of Militon Kalisa and Siraj Sentamu watched from the sidelines as their colleagues trained on the first day, and the head coach Militin Micho Sredovic noted that they both had simple knocks.
And now here we are having 35 players that we have announced, but having in mind that we have 2 injury concerns with Milton Carissa and Sentamu Siraj, that they need to pass and process of a recovery from the aggravated injuries they're having. We have added in striking department Sekantuka Nelson.
The Cranes head coach also went ahead and expressed how his team is ready for the tournament and that a better performance should be expected this time around.
We are having all the players ready to fight for their places, final 23 that will go to Tunisia. As I'm seeing, we want this time to go with an improved spirit, with a determination, with readiness to provide right chemistry, to provide, and I want to say, coming out of comfort zone and understanding that we are having very serious opposition against ourselves. And when you have very serious opposition, when the going gets tough gets going, you are ready to suffer, struggle and sacrifice and to serve the nation in the best possible.
Bright Stars goal hunter Nelson Senka Atuka and Gaddafi Modern's goalkeeper Abdu Magada are the faces that took part in training on Wednesday morning, but weren't initially summoned to the 35-man provisional squad. Bull FC and Onduparaka FC custodians Emmanuel Kaliowa and Matthias Muwanga were the notable absentees from the Thursday morning training session. The 35-man provisional squad will later be trimmed to a 23-man squad that will travel to Tunisia for further preparations for the CHAN tournament in Algeria. Uganda Cranes will be taking part in the 6th consecutive CHAN tournament, and at all the previous 5, they did not make it beyond the group stages. Micho's team is pitted in Group B alongside Senegal, Ivory Coast and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and will kickstart their tournament against Congo on January 14th. The Cranes eliminated neighbors Tanzania with 4-0 on aggregate to qualify for their 6th consecutive CHAN tournament. The 7th edition of the tournament, which features national teams consisting of players currently playing in the local leagues, will run from January 13th to February 4th, 2023 in Algeria. Morocco are the current champions and they have won the competition the most times, twice level with DR Congo. Alan Gamoli, Ali Sharan Kiranda, live at 8.
With only few days left to close the year, we look at the activities that have taken place at Ndejje University. Sarah Chirabo reports.
Established in the year 1992, Ndejje University marked and celebrated 30 years of existence this year on 28th May at the university main campus in Luwero. The university is chartered by the National Council for Higher Education and further subscribes to the Inter-University Council for East Africa and Association of African Universities, owned by all 6 Church of Uganda dioceses.
Center staff, and we have got some funding from that area. We have also received donations of grants to work on HIV/AIDS. The university is working with the National Water Sewage Corporation to install solar on boreholes in Luwero and Nakaseke district. Ndejje University has received an award from NEMA for its outstanding contribution towards practical environment management and education for sustainable development and institutions.
The oldest private university in the land witnessed a colorful event with hundreds of thousands turning up to mark the 24th graduation on 14th December, which was graced by Honorable Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Munsi. 1,937 students graduated in different fields in certificate, diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate studies, with male students outnumbering the female students.
And the first position is in Ndejje University, swimming women.
Ndejje has also dominated in sports, where it has been a champion for different sports leagues at both national and international levels. On 16th December, thousands of people across East African region converged at the university's main campus in Luweero for the East African University Games, which was officially kicked off with an opening ceremony on 17th December by the Minister of East African Affairs, Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, and ended on 21st with Ndejje University managing to defend their championship by winning the overall champions of the game with 124 medals. However, on the side of students' body, Guilty President Walugembe Arnold and his cabinet has also contributed a lot to the success of the university.
For this semester, our first semester of 2022-2023, we have at least tried to have our 5 core values that brought us into power, each touched. That was first unity, advocacy, getting involved students in every activity that is happening within the institution that we have tried very much. We have improved the infrastructure of Ndejje University throughout our government. We have also worked upon the education facilities and service delivery to the students. For the loan scheme students, management, getting funds from government, it was a national problem, but as Ndejje University management and the guild government, we try to talk to management so that we have these students have their exams done even before government has rendered any fees or any monies to them.
The university's intention is to start up a medical school in partnership with the military, the chapel, and other infrastructures to be renovated. Sala Chirabo, Grace Nabu, Kenya, live at 8.
Thank you for watching. That was live at 8. My name is ANSLEM OJARU. See you next time. Merry Christmas.